Good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon, sir.
May I know about your experience during your job training program? Start from you, Nanda.
Okay, well, thank you, sir. My name is Nanda Gunawan. I will tell you about my experience. I have experience at Grand Negro Hotel, Jakarta, Kemayoran in the housekeeping department as a room attendant. When I job training, usually I get the morning shift. In the morning shift, we are start working at the 7 a.m. But we must come in the hotel at 6:30 p.m. because before we start working, we must briefing and use uniform first. Usually, I take uniform from the laundry and wear uniform in the locker, and don't forget to make a tidy my hair and use a perfume because as a room attendant, we must have a good grooming. And usually, I briefing in the room training with the supervisor and other crew. When briefing, the supervisor usually give the some information like the occupancy of the hotel, problem, complaint, and other guest supplies and requests. And then after I finish the briefing, I must go to the section and start to clean the guest room. But before clean the guest room, I must clean the pantry and the corridor first by vacuuming and mopping. And after clean the corridor and guest pantry, I can start to clean the guest room. When I clean the guest room, usually I make the bed, clean the bathroom, vacuuming, mopping, and completing guest supplies and guest amenities. After I already finished all of my duties, I must report to my supervisor, and after that, I must set up the trolley. Usually, I set up the linen and guest supplies and guest amenities. I take linen from the laundry and take the guest supplies and amenities from the store. After I set up the trolley, I must clean the corridor and the guest corridor again because before I leave my section, I must make sure the cleanliness and tidiness of my section. And after that, I can change my uniform and don't forget to put my uniform in the laundry. And after that, I can back to my boarding house. But before I back in my boarding house, don't forget to fingerprint first because the fingerprint first is the sign when today I'm check again in the hotel. That's all about my experience.
Okay, what about you, Aji?
Thank you, sir. My name is Haji Pangestu. I would like to tell about my experience in Hotel Sheraton Lampung. And when the morning shift, I usually come to early, 30 minutes before briefing. And then after briefing with staff in housekeeping office, I usually get the duties in the public area attendant for project in the public toilet, and then for clean the toilet bowl, I need the 10 minutes for the clean because I know about the trick clean the toilet bowl. And then after that, after cleaning the public toilet, I must clean the ballroom. After that, lobby and executive room to make sure the public area attendant clean. After public area, I must report to the supervisor, and then I get the duties in the room attendant for the make the bed, cleaning the bathroom, and then vacuum. After that, I must make the bed just for 10 minutes for standard room, but for the suite room, I need 15 minutes before the suite room, big room. And then after that, I must to make sure the room is complete the supply and amenities plus double check. After that, I must to the report to the supervisor about the room always done. After that, I must back to the housekeeping locker to take the equipment. And in the housekeeping, the first you must be honest, because when I clean the room, I must find about the item like the phone, laptop or something, and then I must honest to back to the guest, or I must save to the lost handphone. I think that's all. Thank you.
Okay, Zamroni.
Well, thank you. My name is Zamroni. I would like to tell you about my experience when I training program in Aston Braga Hotel for 6 months. My position in pastry. My duties, I always make some cake and bread and handle breakfast, set up breakfast, lunch and dinner. When the guests order cake and bread, we must directly make some cake and bread for the guests. For example, the guests order brownies or sponge cake. How to make brownies? We must prepare the ingredients like flour, salt, sugar, yeast, bicarbonate, and others. And then the second, we must put the ingredients in the mixer. And we must put chocolate in the oven until liquid. After liquid, we must take the chocolate and put in the mixer, in the insert. And we must mix the ingredients until equally, and after that take the chocolate and put in the mixer and mix again. If dough already mixed, we must take dough and put in the insert, and we must bake dough and we must bake dough in the oven. And after that, if dough already, and we must take.
Don't be nervous. I'm waiting. Continue.
If dough already, we must take dough and put in the oven. And brownies ready to serve. Thank you about my experience.
That's all.
That's all.
Indra.
Well, sir, thank you. I would like to tell you about my experience when I job training in Novotel Hotel Palembang. Because I job training in Novotel Hotel Palembang, I ever in charge in public area, room attendant, and laundry attendant. My duties as public area attendant is responsible for maintaining high standard of cleanliness, tidiness, and completeness all of public area and crew area, such as crew bathroom, crew hallways, crew staircase, crew laundry, gym, and the others public area by mopping, swiping, dusting, vacuuming, and blowing. That's why I can operate machine like polisher machine, blower, extractor machine, and ozone machine. And my duties as room attendant is make the bed, clean the room, clean the bathroom, clean the balcony, and set up the trolley. My duties as laundry attendant is fold the linen, wash the linen, distribute the linen, and give uniform to the others employee. Because I ever in charge in laundry, I can operate laundry machine like washing machine, rolling machine, drying machine, pressing machine, and steam machine. I have a senior that there is have many senior, and I think it's good senior because when I have a mistake or problem, they always help me for solve the problem. And I'm very happy because I can job training in Novotel Hotel Palembang. I think enough, sir. Thank you.
Okay, what about you, Beno?
Okay, well, thank you, sir. I would like to tell you about my experience during job training. I did job training in Al Hotel Royal Jakarta as a waiter around 6 months. And when I did job training, I did a lot of things such as polish and prepare equipment, meet and greet the guests, present the menu to the guests, and take the order from guests, serve some food and beverages to the guests in a bar or in a restaurant, and handling breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And usually at 3 p.m., my supervisor, I get the briefing with my supervisor. While briefing, my supervisor teaches me about the F&B service knowledge and how to be a professional waiter. how to opening and presenting the wine, and how to make the guests satisfying with their service. And when I in charge in bar with my senior, usually while working, I learn from my senior how to about the equipment in a bar and the basic spirit, cocktail, mocktail, and the other beverages in bar. And he teach me how to make a garnish for beverage and how to make a latte art. And when I finish my working, usually I clean the pantry and the restaurant and offer handle for the next shift. And last is I permission to my supervisor to go back to my boarding house. That's all about my experience during job training.
Okay, thank you. Fitra?
Well, thank you, sir. I would like to tell you about my extensive experience in Aston Braga Hotel Sweden for 6 months as a waiter. I have extensive experience in Aston Braga as a waiter, and then I come to the restaurant 30 minutes and start working because to make sure everything in the restaurant is complete before guests come to the restaurant. And then I always handling the breakfast because it's my dad duties, and then my duties is keep the area buffet is clean, and then I usually refill the mineral water or I refill the juice and cutleries or plate in the restaurant. And then if have lunch, I usually handling it because it's also my duties. And then same with breakfast. And then if lunch already, I usually clean the restaurant or pastry and then wait until the next shift come to the restaurant. And then if everything in the restaurant or back area is clean, usually before we go home, we briefing first to give the information to the next shift, and then it's my experience. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, what about you, Faris?
Well, sir, my name is Faris Amansyah. I'm gonna tell you about my experience. When I was having job training in Aston Braga Hotel Residence for 6 months, I had to arrive 30 minutes before I start to work, and I had to arrange the linen, amenities, supplies, and check the quality of the equipment. As a public area, I had to did the daily, the project, and I have to maintain the cleanliness and completeness of all public area by vacuumed, brushed, swept, mopped, and with correct chemical and procedures. As a room attendant, I had to clean 20 room in 10 hours, handle the guest request, report the lost and found to my supervisor. And my last duty as a room attendant in the public area are to report any accident in the area and in the room to my supervisor and handle over to the next shift. That's all about my experience here.
Okay, thank you. The last, Dodi?
Well, thank you, sir. My name is Dodi Saputra. I would like to tell you about my experience during on-job training at Sheraton Hotel Lampung. The first time I came in a morning shift, I prepare condiment for breakfast, lunch, and coffee break. I made spring roll and escargot bourguignon, and then cut vegetables and fruits, and then I refill the food and main course if the buffet menu has finished. And then when I came in evening shift, my duties are prepare the food, pick up food item from the storeroom to galley, and then cut vegetables and fruit, and then cook the rice, and then prepare the steamed rice for event, and then clear up after event have finished. I feel happy and comfortable when I get on job training at Sheraton Hotel Lampung because all of my senior have good attitude and not anger. That's all about my experience. Thank you.
Okay, guys. Thank you very much.
Welcome to